Hi everyone, I hope everyone is doing well today. Um, the book today is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I really like this book, it's very good. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this book or even have read it, so here we go. Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker at the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company. Sorry. But his quiet life is about to change. Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment. Travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous, in fact, that they're likely to bring about the end of days. When Linus arrives at the strangest of islands, he's greeted by a series of mysterious figures, the most mysterious of which is Arthur Parnassus, the master of the orphanage. As Linus and Arthur grow closer, Linus discovers the master would do anything to keep his children safe, even if it means the world has to burn, or worse, his secret comes to light. The House in the Cerulean Sea is an enchanting love story, masterfully told about the profound experience of discovering an unlikely family in an unexpected place and realizing that family is yours. I really liked it. It did take me, I think, most of the book to actually just understand it, to get into a flow of the book, and to actually kind of start to enjoy the read. Yeah, I really, by the end of this, I just was like, I need to finish this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5, if you're wondering. Partly because there was a long stretch of book. I just didn't understand what was going on. And I didn't really like it. I felt it was a bit of a slog. But I think by about the last 100 pages, I really started to enjoy it. And I really started to get what this book is about. And in all honesty, I really enjoyed the journey that it took me on. It made me aware that, like the children in the book, we're all different. We all have different abilities and strengths. We may look different, but underneath all of that stuff, we're basically all the same. And I think in a way it's a really good and timely book to read. If you ever get a chance, pick it up, either through my... And that reminds me to remind you, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I try to post almost as soon as I finish a book. I'm usually about a day behind right now because just how the schedule is working out, because I'm finishing a book and then able to but in any case, I highly recommend the book. And as I was saying, I mean, it shows us that we aren't all that different anyways. We all have the same insecurities for the most part, and we all want to be, I think at the heart of the book, we all just want to be loved and taken care of and have somebody who is there for us, whether it be our biological family or an adopted family. And it really, and this story really is a book about found families and finding a family that is your own, that accepts you for who you are as an individual. And I found that really inspiring and really, it's a very, very heartwarming story. Um, I can see why people really like this book and like this, specifically this book. I don't know about the second book, how people are reacting to it, because it just came out. But, you know, in all honesty, if this had just been the only book in this series, honestly, I could have taken that. And it ends in a way that makes you feel satisfied. That doesn't make you want to go and read the next book in the series. But in all honesty, I probably will go and put a hold on that, the next book in the series, because I am curious as to what happens. Not that I've heard much about it, but really like this book. Highly recommended it. Highly recommend it. Even to adult readers. I mean, I know this is a YA book and it's fantasy, but it's not. It's fantasy. I wouldn't call this high fantasy. I wouldn't call this Lord of the Rings. There's not a ton of world building. There's not a ton of high allegories for things, but it definitely is a very good book that even on its own, it's a very good book, and it's a good standalone book. That being said, just before I sign off, I'm going to change over the hands because it'll be easier. There we go. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see and hear. And remember to click the like button. Also, if you want to get notified as to when my videos are available, click the notification button. And then I would also recommend, and I recommend visiting my social media links and maybe liking me there if you're on those pages. I should note that even if I do put it on Twitter, I will post where you can find me on Twitter, except I don't post there very much, so there's not very much stuff on there right now. But if you want to find me on social media, you can, and I usually will follow you back. Yeah, and if you like this book, if you like the sound of this book, you can purchase it through bookshop.org and give me a bit of a kickback. And I look forward to talking to you relatively soon. Bye for now.